Rusty Durham, will you come up here and join me, sir? As Rusty's making his way, I want to remind you about the practice that this church has had. This is the 10th annual Hope Prize that we have conducted. During the month of July, we actually collect, instead of giving 10% to distribute it among different partners and one distribution fund that will later fund our matching fund and that kind of thing, we select one charity that will receive 10% of the entire month's offering. We took a vote for one that was a poverty action charity. We had a bunch of nominees, and they were all excellent. And this congregation voted in August, and we decided that Rusty's Bicycle Recycle would get 10% of our July offerings. And this certificate, our 10th annual, this is kind of big for us. So it says Hope Prize 2024, and I'll hand this to you after you get rid of the wheels here. With thanks for your extraordinary work to enhance the dignity and quality of life for neighbors who are struggling. Hope Presbyterian Church at Lake Nona honors Rusty's Bicycle Recycle. And in this envelope is a check for $1,540. So I'll put it right there. So I'll be your Vanna White. We'll be your Vannas. We'll be Vannas.
Oh, good. Yes, our charity started officially as a 501c3 over 4 years ago. But we've been doing this a lot longer. We were under the umbrella of a church in Longwood, and so people could give offerings, give money, give stuff, and get receipts. Because until you're a 501, you can't give people receipts. So we had this wonderful church that helped us. We were not able to thank people by sending them a letter or a receipt or anything like that. And we had no access to the donor base. The pastor suggested that we go on our own and just remain a partner with them, which we are still very much a partner. We have over 30 charities in town that receive the bicycles. One of them is the Lake Baldwin Veteran DAV, and a lot of those bikes end up down here in Lake Nona. They filter themselves down here. Their DAV there in Baldwin Park is a conduit for those. So we love our veterans. My father was a Marine, and he served honorably in Korea. And my stepdaughter is in the Army National Guard. And so we're a military family, and we love our vets. And they get the nicest bikes. They don't get anything like this. The Cannondales and the Treks and the Specialized, the Giant, the nice bikes. Go to the nicest ones. Get a gold pipe cleaner on the handlebar, and we make sure those get to our vets. And so, but we don't just hand out bikes willy-nilly on the streets of Orlando. I mean, it's fun being Santa Claus, folks, but people living on the street are usually there for a reason. Most often, those folks could have housing, could have a place to sleep. But they're on the street because they don't want to answer to anybody. They don't want to be in a program. They don't want to have to be responsible. And they want to do whatever habits they have with reckless impunity. And so we give to the charities, and then the people who have become homeless, often not by their own choice. It happens, and there's no shame in it. Jesus said, foxes have holes, and the birds have their nests, but the Son of Man hath nowhere to lay his head. And so these people have lost jobs. They've moved down from the north because they were homeless up there and it's too cold. They've come down here looking for work. And some of them are former addicts who have been through programs and have learned how to not use these substances and how to improve their life. And they've taken life skills classes and all, and they get a job. And at that point, the charities trust them with one of our bicycles. We do, every bike is important. We give out close to 2,000 bikes per year. And your gift is especially important because everything costs money. It costs money to give stuff away if you've ever been in charity work. And so I need to explain what this is all about before I go because my time is short. You're so good, you do that. I've never had better. I've never had better help. But we fix bikes downtown. We bring a big tent and about 10 repairmen, and we repair bikes all day, 4 times a year, right in the Paramore area, the roughest part of town. And we have security there because it's on one of the campuses of one of our charities, the SALT charity there, Christian Service Center charity. And so, but they come, they line up, the homeless bring their bikes to us to repair. The guy who was riding a bike with this on it, he didn't need to announce himself. We could hear him. We could hear him coming. And apparently he had a flat tire and he just kept riding. These people need transportation. There used to be 5 charities in this town that did this. We're the only one left, where the charities can get free bikes and the homeless can get free bike repair. So yeah, we helped him out. He got a new wheel and a new tire too. This fella came to us. I asked him what his name was. I introduced myself. I'm Rusty, and he said, "I'm Bill Gates." Oh, Mr. Gates, let me guess why you're here. Would you like to make a trade? And I explained, new wheel, new tire, new tube. He said, yeah, I'd do that. And so I got this treasure here. And what he had done, he didn't want to ruin his rim like this guy had done. So he took string and cord and pieces of rug and whatever, wires, and he wrapped it around very fastidiously all the way around, and he kept riding, and it was a little bit of a rough ride, but if you were to take all this junk off of the rim, it would spin perfectly true. There's no damage to it. So you can see the ingenuity and the determination, the homeless people, and how important transportation is to them. And they are the reason we do this. And you folks are wonderful. We love you. We thank you for your kindness to our charity. I don't know how you found us, but we're just so glad that we can partner with you. God bless you and thank you.
Thank you.